put all that energy, cause I give her that's a medicine.
I want nobody, you want it all over me.
She want put all that energy, cause I give her that's a medicine.
I want nobody, you want it all over me.
She saying nothing for divide us. Loving me is the right choice. See me with another, she got jealous. I make her run a flight to Lagos. She pray to God, make him guide us. Whatever we do, make him the bless us. Anybody way he want break us, so she go fast and pray like Jesus. Let me give you love like I never feel. I got that energy for you and me. I did with you, I will never leave. Wow, 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 wow. Let me give you love like I never feel. I got that energy for you and me. I live with you, I will never leave. Wow, 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 wow.
Give you all of me. I won't give you all of me. I won't give you all of me. I won't give you all of me.
She want put all that energy, cause I give her that a medicine.
I want nobody, you want it all over me.
She want put all that energy, cause I give her that a medicine.
I want nobody, you want it all over me.
She got a beautiful smile. She give me peace of mind. She better give me life. Can't even lie. She got a beautiful smile. She give me peace of mind. She better give me life. Can't even lie. Let me give you love like I never feel. I got that energy for you and me. I live with you, I will never leave. Wow, 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 wow. She put all that energy, cause I give her that a medicine.
I want nobody, you want it all over me.
She want put all that energy, cause I give her that a medicine.
I want nobody, you want it all over me. This video.
Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Give thanks to the check-in, give thanks to the check-in. Right, of course, you just hear all of me, the new song, so you can check it out if you're into music. All right, but we continue a series here of David versus Goliath. Yeah, we want to continue the series here of David versus Goliath in terms of going up against another cult. Going up against another cult, we see a farm. Because we don't wait until, maybe because of the field that we choose for, you know, venture into. So we kind of, maybe it's maybe something where we pick up ahead of time before people pick it up. You see what I say? So I guess anthropologists and sociologists, I guess that happen when you enter the field here, because you learn to start thinking critical. You have to do critical thinking to even pass your courses. Them. So I understand why a lot of people don't get it, because a lot of people lack critical thinking. But of course, the field when me venture into, me deal with hypothesis, and me deal with theories. You see what I say? So what we know about theory is theories are subjected to change. In other words, when a scientist, put forward a theory, other scientists come and them build upon the theory, or them, challenge the theory. That is what happens, especially when you do them type of researcher on societies and people. Simple. So what that means is, if you didn't agree with a theory or an hypothesis prior to previously, yeah, nothing wrong if you go back and look back on some of the data and form a new, theory. But in our society with so much sheep, I mean, know people them hate me more when I call them sheep, but basically sheep are just basically like the dumbest animal them will just follow. They put up the staff and they just follow. So that's why I say sheep, because people will, have the ability to think, or think critically, are critical, them just follow, them just, oblivious at everything around them. And because of that now, them just become gullible. You see? Them cannot attack the hypothesis where we are put forward, or the theory we are put forward. So them attack, them come with, them look at nonsense. Some nonsensical reasoning. But that not means that we must stop put forward, as we must stop challenge the theories them or the hypothesis them, especially if somebody put forward a theory and I tell you, say, it cannot be changed. If a person put forward a theory and I tell you, say, them no want you challenge them theory, that means, say, that is red, that signs a red flag. Any scientist or any researcher, because what robot man are doing is research. So any researcher do, if you tell people say them can't challenge it, or if you get, thin skin, or if you show your thin skin when somebody challenge your theory or your hypothesis them, because your claims say these are facts, like how people say the Bible are facts. You can't challenge the Bible because everything in it are from God, and from it come from God. At least them tell you, them say don't question God, when everything in the Bible is a theory. Everything in the Bible is a theory, or a story, allegorical stories, some metaphors. Or somebody theorized that God in the sky. That's a theory. The Big Bang is a theory. You see what I'm saying? So it's subject to change. See? Somebody can come with a new theory. That's like how before the man them would say the earth has spin around the sun. Them used to say, the sun a move. A theory. You see? But me understand, say, a lot of us were in another chat here. Because I notice when the chat leave here, so and it go up on platforms where the people them have no ability to think, notice the conversation change, or the messaging change, or the message cannot be, understood. It becomes complex, even when it's simple. That means that you have to stop, think critical. Even when me put forward an analysis, you supposed to challenge my analysis. Me don't want it to conform to what me I say. Because remember, say, it's a theory me I put forward, or a hypothesis. And nothing when me put forward now going to be 100% solid, 100% proof. You see what I say? Me can show you evidence, but even sometimes you look at evidence and you say, yo, me never did see when a man move from point A to point B. So how the evidence even got there? What the cause, what the effect? You see? What's, the laws of causality. So me no want nobody in my circle. I say, yo, a real thing you talk, a true thing you talk. Yeah, man. Bait and teach them. Me no want that, virgin, because if we do that, me go look at different group or be a bright people there. Because me don't want to be the brightest one in another group here. You see? So once you got challenge the reason with respect, me no problem. Because we must be able to communicate. And somebody must be the voice of reason. We can't have a society. We can't continue to have a society where I just be a sheep. The pastor said it's okay, gospel. The teacher said it's okay, gospel. The politician said it's okay, gospel. The man upon the internet said it's so gospel. We can't continue to have that. Somebody has to be the voice of reason. You must farm the same hypothesis with me farm. When me farm, but you can come with a hypothesis too. And maybe even you come with a better hypothesis than my hypothesis. And me have to look at your theory and say, yo, so me never think of it that way there. So anybody will have a problem with you challenging their theory, them are run a cult. Them might try to sell your merch. They might try to get them dinner money. Whatever. That is more important than you thinking critical. To them. Me not beg nobody for buy nothing. Sometimes I come and I play no music. You know what music me sing. If you want to support my music, you know it's probably music there. You know where to find my music. You know where to find my music. So I have to come on every day and give you something for buy my music. When I go come make up story, come give you for buy my music for. No, I want when you buy my music, you enjoy my music. Outside of being influenced into buying the music via some form of story with my makeup. You see? Could I bring two strippers come wind up on me a daytime and play two songs if I want to sell music? That way there. I can't go pay two strippers, you know. But I know that little space have our reason. That is not what it is about. That's not what this little space is about. You have more want to put forward, a better hypothesis than my own. You see? So we can learn to. So we continue in the reasoning and show you how these people act as if them like ghetto people. Them not like ghetto people. Them despise ghetto people based on the result from them data. You see what I say? Them up put forward the data, you know. Just look on them coverage and do the maths. You see? Case in point, we not even start reasoning yet. We have angry face and we not start talking. That is like somebody going to the class and your teacher not even start teaching. That's why you done and come out of school without any education. Formal education. Because you go in a class, you not even know what the subject is going to be about. You see? You start put up angry face. So of course, I enjoy researching. I love researching. I want to go back and look back on some data or some research material. I want to go back and revisit. When you put forward a theory, I want to go back and look on the field notes them. I want to see how you come by your theory. You see? I want to see where your source there. I want your source. Hiding behind a robotic voice and I put forward information can't make nobody free to challenge your theory them or your hypothesis them. First thing, we don't even know if you're a real person or who you are. So that even should be more grounds to challenge any form of hypothesis or theory you put forward. Or quote unquote facts or knowings. Simple as that. Your data is already questionable because we not even know who we are dealing with. It could be Andrew Holness, could be another bad man, could be another gunman. It could be a criminal. Because anybody will know about so much about crime and killings and have evidence and go to the police, them just as complicit as the people them way in the ghetto way. No other man they are rape and don't do nothing about it. Because me have all of them information there. Me want to share that to the police. Me not give up on the system. Because if me give up on the system, nobody can sleep with them door open. And everybody have to put on another grill and another lock and get a gun. And if Elliot tell us you can't get a gun, you have to go get an illegal one. Because better you have a gun and protect yourself than when the man them attack you. You can't protect yourself. But we are going to have a lawless society. So me rather try with the system that is there and challenge them to fix it. So anybody have so much information and not doing anything with the information, then you have to challenge your theory. Or your quote unquote facts them. So I could revisit some information. I want to start with a case where I've watched over the years. And I found my hypothesis over the years. You know? Our different hypotheses over the years. But it always come back to it was an unjust killing. It always come back to that. The funniest thing, I never see say Robot Man did make a video about this until now. I start check back the information that, you know, I start go back now and I look and say, yo, let me see if me I miss something with the people them now understand. You see? Because I want to be as cogent as possible upon the information I put forward. You see? So I go back and check some information when they come forward. And say if I'm me wrong. Because I'm willing to say I'm wrong, you know. I want to take a look on this case here with me today. I'm not going to play all right because I want to show some other things. Because this comes like a whole series. If I should go back to all of them information and when me even take a second look at, I realize that a whole heap of things we miss because we were led. And we want a better Jamaica, so we turn a blind eye and we lose the ability to think. And we lost the ability to think. Somehow we are going to get it back, somehow we not going to get it back. But whole heap of information fly over our head in a religion, some basic things, you know, pass we know. When we go back now with open mind, with an open mind, I say, let me really check this now. Oh, well, yo. Donkey can't talk. But all along we believe it's a donkey talk. Go back again and say, yo. A man and a woman in a garden. They have 2 sons. 1 kill 1. So where the next one get a wife? You have an open mind now. Everybody try to change it and switch it and tell us, say, yo, somebody is another book, you the real book, another book, you the right book, it come from a different book and all anything, but other book they gave to us. So why you even give me the start of the intro, the genesis of your story? I can't understand the genesis of your story. Why should I read further? If I cannot understand the genesis of your story, then all the other rest of the story are going to make sense. You are telling me, say, I have to go around a revelation to find out why the Genesis was written like that. It doesn't like you tell me to read a summary to understand the intro or the thesis pan a piece, pan a essay. When me I go all the way down to the summary to understand what you're saying. I'm supposed to understand what you say from you make your intro and your thesis. I'm supposed to get what you say. So if the Genesis I tell me say 2 people in a garden, 1 man and 1 woman, they have 2 sons. 1 kill 1. Where the other one get a wife? Oh, them people that they do run no bridging. That should be in the intro. So we have to take a second look on the book and realize, say, yo, some man they come up with some theory. Say the sun did stood still when Joshua commanded it. But then new scientists come tell you say the sun is not moving. So that theory, you have to throw it out. You have to throw that theory, say the sun. You see, and you have to come prove against the theory now, we say the sun not move. But nobody challenge the theory anymore that the sun is not moving. Why am I going too deep? Too advanced? Let me know, you know. Let me know so we can find a better group. So why don't you check out this one? Help me check out the case here. Watch a case here. on your screen. We want to listen a little bit of the story. I'm going to prove something to you.
You have this innocent entertainer
Listen to that.
documentary.
Listen to the keyword. The first keyword we must listen to. Innocent entertainer. You have this innocent entertainer.
Whatever they want to call that. Right. You probably get upset, especially at the time when the incident went down. Right. I mean, how could anybody do something like this? Here we have this innocent entertainer, family man, and it's because of a car accident. Police then pressure him, right, until they eventually take the man's life. What if I told you complete story is nonsense? What if I told you that Al Jazeera documentary, the one that you watch and probably see, and probably form the opinion you have of the case, is one of the worst pieces of journalism ever put out when it comes on to Jamaica? What if I told you Jamaican journalists themselves are guilty of being either at best lazy or at worst agents? Because there is no way, with so much public information, they could have run with that story to the point where they make foreign news station come shoot video and put it all around the world. Today I'm going to tell you what actually went down in the Kentucky Kid case. I wasn't going to cover it, but lately, believe it or not, said journalist, well, another journalist from foreign, what in my body channel, linked me up and asking me a couple details about, that fateful car crash that led to Kentucky Kid, and I was like, fateful car, man, cut out the foolishness, man, go do this video right now. Let me tell you what really go on. And by the way, enough of this information is so public, that's what I'm saying. Some of your favorite journalists, they might just be agents because they can't be that foolish. They can't be that simple to actually run with that narrative. Let me give you the start of this whole thing. In 2014, it came out in the news that cops and civilians are to be charged with the murder of quote-unquote entertainer Kentucky Kid. Now when I hear me say quote-unquote, my regular listeners them know me at all. But for this video, I'm not going to put Kentucky Kid on trial. Because what actually happened the day he lost his life and the things leading up to it, right, I don't really focus on. But if I'm say quote-unquote, right, you know me I talk about. Just like how the youth one of the man Tyrant is a quote-unquote entertainer, yeah, that's gimmicks. But anyway, it was out in the news, say, after about 4 or 5 years passed, Special Corporal Anderson, Constable Thomas, Special Constable Warren, and 2 civilians, right, Marvia Morgan, and Donovan Brown were charged. 5 people. 2 civilians, or them drop in. See, these are the questions your favorite journalist should be asking. How that woman drop in all this, and who is Donovan Brown? Those those answers are very public, but who cares about journalism, right? It's all about the narrative. So, why did 5 people, I mean, I understand the 3 police them, but why the extra 2 people, Marvia and Donovan, get charged? That's because how Kentucky Kid end up in a problem back and forth to the police in the moments leading up to his death? Those 2 civilians played a key role. Kentucky Kid was known to the police, him and them. Right? Let's just say he had his problems with the law long before all this got on. But I say, I don't want to put him. Right? It's not like say we're doing a who is Kentucky Kid video. That's not what the point of the video is. But the pressure we ended up mention in the Al Jazeera video, and matter about the police them come on my yard and they seem to set up camera and all them things. The genesis of that is woman problem between Kentucky Kid real name Robert Hill, and Marvia Morgan. See, Kentucky Kid and Morgan did involve. When I say involve mean big people involved. Now again, I scratch your head, but me still miss Chin. But Al Jazeera talk about her husband and Kentucky Kid was a little family man with yeah. Because start off with the facts of the case. And for this video, I'm going to be reading a lot of documents. So if you hear me pause, you might not be as flowing as I normally am. When I do these videos, it's because I'm reading, right, some of the official reports and the official documents. I'm not just sit down and tell you what I feel right through the video, right? And I'm going to put certain excerpts on the screen so you read it for yourself. Now, as you can see, underline in red. Right? So in case you're wondering who is BSI, that's the Bureau of Special Investigation. Now the investigation continued. Postmortem investigation was conducted on the 23rd day, right, of December 2009. Statements including those showing connection between Hill, Morgan, Thomas, and Brown were collected. Again, Hill is Kentucky Kid. Morgan is the woman who get charged. Thomas is the policeman that ultimately take Kentucky Kid life. Him lead the team. And Brown is the cousin of Kentucky Kid. Now, the BSI investigation concluded that the shooting was controversial and that it would appear that Robert Hill was set up by Donovan Brown by way of Marvia Morgan, in which there seems to be some conspiracy which led to the death of Robert Hill. This is the Bureau of Special Investigations that come to this one. I still must say it appear. So when them say set up by Donovan Brown by way of Marvia Morgan, in the same Al Jazeera video, when Kentucky Kid talk about set up and all them thing there, Kraft, he was making it sound like say at the car accident, right, at the Genesis. The fear what he must talk about, when I go see where it come from. Right. Throughout this video, I hope you're having a cup of tea. Right. Special shout out to those who are drinking the Politics Watch mug. Right. Link is in the description. I think this video is going to be very long. Right. Because the entire idea we think you have in your head about this story, by the time this video done, we're not going to see just how powerful the media really is. So BSI say, boy, it look like say Kentucky Kid set up by Donovan Brown by way of Marvia. And we move on to the next episode. This part show you where, as you can see at the top, Hill was continuously trying to seduce her into an intimate relationship, but she always refused. So in other words, Hill look at her, but she don't want him. She also asserts that she reported his persistent advances to the Crossfield police station. You see the part underlined and red? I'm open ready for this now. Overcome by his constant harassment and by fear, she started to speak to him socially, lent him money, and took him in her vehicle to various places in Kingston.
That is used to deliver this message. Notice we're highlighted in red. That is to change or to control your perspective. Yeah, of what happened. Notice what people get outraged by, are outraged against, are what are people outraged? More outraged about. Rape, harassment. Just notice. This will highlight and detail. Overcome by his constant harassment and by fear, she started to speak to him socially, lend him money. So of course, A picture is now being painted of Kentucky kid. So you can now decide your mind if you think that he was killed unjustly. Yeah? In other words, you can decide if it's an animal got killed. Zin? Continue watching.
Overcome by his constant harassment and fear, she started lending money and drive him up and down. Okay. She relates that in October 2009, remember December 2009 in New Zealand, Hill told her that he had bought a gun and was going to take her life. And in November 2009, that if he cannot get her, no one would. Start to see how things are shape up now. We can move on to the next excerpt. Miss Morgan admits attending a counseling session at the cross. So in other words, Hilla look her, but she don't want him. Let me move on to the next episode. This part show you where, as you can see at the top, Hill was continuously trying to seduce her into an intimate relationship, but she always refused. So in other words, Hilla look her, but she don't want him. She also asserts that she reported his persistent advances to the Crossfield police station. You see the part underlined and red? I'm open ready for this now. Overcome by his constant harassment and by fear, she started to speak to him socially, lent him money, and took him in her vehicle to various places in Kingston. Overcome by his constant harassment and fear, she started lending money and drive him up and down.
Notice the trajectory in the voice change at fear.
She relates that in October 2009, remember December 2009 in Museum Life, Hill told her that he had bought a gun and was going to take her life. And in November 2009, that if he cannot get her, no one would. Start to see how things are shape up now.
You start to see how things are shape up now. By now, you're supposed to draw the conclusion and say Kentucky was a gunman. You see how things are shape up now? You see the emphasis that was placed on fear? So by now, him actually tell you, him not hide it, him actually tell you. Listen what him say. Can I make certain so you get it, you know? And they don't send people them where no one learn nothing. You not have to stay in the room and wait until somebody repost a video, you can go talk to man. This is a session. This is a rhetorical hypothesis, rhetorical analysis session. So you're not for there, man. Just go and just load the class, you know, man. Wait until somebody rebroadcast it.
That if he cannot get her, no one would. Start to see how things are shape up now. We can move on to the next excerpt. Miss Morgan admits attending a counseling session at the Crossroads police station, which she describes as uncomfortable, as Hill claimed that they had been engaged in an intimate relationship. Morgan claims to have made further reports to the Commissioner's office and to the Half a Tree police station. In December 2009, which would be right before Museum Life, she was told that Hill fired shot at her gate. Miss Morgan did their home, because she lived in the community, when Hill was killed, but she saw nothing material. In the last paragraph of her statement, Morgan accuses Hill of, and you see that part, the mark out in red? You see the R and you see the A, you can fill out the rest of that, right?
Again, mind control. You see the part of me highlighting in red? We say my rapist. In the last paragraph in her statement, Morgan accuses Hill of raping her. So we have what now? We have him as a rapist. So he marks if you get it by now. So you get it yet? Him as a rapist, or he was a rapist, and he had a gun. So he was a gunman and a rapist. You see? That is what you're supposed to think about when you think of Kentucky Kid. So he deserved what he got. You see thing there? You see why it's important for us to keep an open mind and don't conform 100% to anything, because trust me, sometimes you have to look back and say, yo, at this me did miss. Understand that, you know. We miss them things here. Anybody who did watch this or did see this, me never even watch it. Me not watch it. Me not watch it. Can me start subscribe to the movement as me say, what people feel for even understand. With the whole Jim Brown, you know, history and them type of history. That's what me more interested in. Because me I deal with sociology. So me I deal with society and people. You see me I say? Anthropology. And so me interested in them things there. But me can't put forward information, you know, we may not have no proof. You see? So notice what's going on here. This is basically to control your mind or to change the thoughts them that you had about the case. He had a gun, him a rasar, fear, and him pronounce the fear by emphasizing the fear so you can understand what's going on here. And of course, raping. Right?
Morgan accuses Hill, that's Kentucky kid, of the big R, her, but that she did not report it to anyone because Hill apologized. I will read that again. In the last paragraph of her statement, Morgan accuses Hill of big R, her, but that she did not report it to anyone because Hill apologized. So Kentucky kid supposedly wall her down and take it, but she never reported it because he said he was sorry. Now that right there is one of the most extraordinary things I've ever heard. Now when you read the statements and all the reports, anybody with half a brain cell can see say Kentucky kid and Morgan did involve. But it look like so when things are go left, as in when the relationship has start to go bad, she start now to make the police say, listen, this brother won't leave me alone. The initial, right, based on I mean I show no where the DPP officer will say, but when you see the statements them, right, the general statements them, it sounds like the Kentucky kid just did a star car and a look car and she don't want him. Right. So right so this honesty, I go on. She and the kid clearly involved. A matter of fact, these are the words from Kentucky kid mother who did her foreign at the time. Her statement, that's the mother, describes her knowledge of the deceased.
So far, you're supposed to form and supposed to have an understanding, say, either this man was a rapist, a gunman, or the woman, you feel responsible for murder. You get that? And that'll lead to, you know. That is what you're supposed to basically get from this, you know. You're supposed to either think, say, are the woman him dead over, or the woman kill him, or set him up for dead. Because he was either a rapist, or a man already involved, or some relationship gone bad. Keep watching.
With Morgan. Adulterous because Kentucky kid was married to Miss Chin. So Morgan was the outside woman and includes her personal interactions with Morgan. She recalled that Morgan expressed her love for Hill. Hill is Kentucky kid. Particularly, right, the mother relates that during her January 2009 visit to Jamaica, the relationship between her son and Morgan seemed to be souring. And they said things about bad. Morgan called, beseeching her to advise her son that the relationship was over and warning that she got men, this is going on course now, she got men to scare him. And that if Robert, again, Kentucky kid, don't leave her alone, something serious is going to happen to him. Yeah, we'll see how this play out. I tell you, I hope you're not having a coffee because you might think, even if you think so, you see everything now, just keep waiting. This is why I said the spin the Kentucky kid put on that Al Jazeera documentary, the car crash, and that's why them are half a million back and forth. We can move on to the next thing. Robert, again, Kentucky kid, don't leave her alone, something serious is going to happen to him. Yeah, we'll see how this play out. I tell you, I hope you're not having a coffee because you might think, even if you think so, you see everything now, just keep waiting. This is why I said the spin the Kentucky kid put on that Al Jazeera documentary, the car crash, and that's why them are half a million back and forth.
Key detail again, or key information. The spin where Kentucky kid put on it. But the car crash and them half of me. Kentucky kid I make it up. Or did I make it up? That basically what the whole thing I go boil long thing. If you know want me continue to play a little more, I can play a little more. And then we analyze the whole thing. But basically I tell us say, yo, the spin means say Kentucky kid was not forthcoming with the truth about what was really happening. So in other words, he might tell lie on the police them. So they want to kill him. Because them crashing them car. I want you to pay attention to that, Bridget. That's very important. You see? Especially anybody where have them pick go to school and or anybody here where study law. You see? It's very important for you to pay attention to them key details there.
Come on to the next episode. So now, on November 19, 2009, and again I'm reading directly from the statements that my Indicom them provide and investigators them find. Hill came to the station about a report that he had threatened Morgan. Hill denied the claim and professed to the inspector, that's Inspector Garrick, his love for Morgan. Garrick telephoned Morgan and invited her to the station. On her arrival, both were spoken to by Garrick and Inspector Otti. They were warned to keep the peace. That's man and woman advice. Keep the peace. Man will look woman and start woman and want him. Does not police not tell him to keep no peace. Right?
So you must get where this go by now. We must, if you don't get it, me no know. We have to go watch the whole thing and get it. So we could analyze just what him say so far. So him say, all right, the woman say Kentucky kid, rape her, and I force himself on her. She never want him. Rape her and apologize. But it sound like not no go so. Sound like a lie she tell. Them have a relationship. Or they were involved, but them have some form of dispute. Yeah, an adulterous affair. So the woman set up in life. And the woman, so the spin where Kentucky put out there, so the police them I try to kill him, not no go so. Basically that him say. So we don't have to watch the whole thing because I like him can come back we can undo what we hear already. So there's no way this I got change to the police them were at fault for killing him. Or the police them try track him down and kill him. Or him did I tell the truth, so the police them I try to kill him. See? So we don't have to watch all right. All right. So I could check this. Look at the screen. I Kentucky this kid is saying. Look on the first thing we say. That's how we say. It's a the deceased. Yeah. So check where I go on. Now this account reports that the police car were crashing a Kentucky kid. Remember, same man says a spin Kentucky kid put on the whole thing, you know. Remember that, you know. Remember, say he might turn this into a woman and a man affair gone wrong and she set up him life. And the reason why them two people that get charged with him are because is some relationship gone wrong. See? But this is the police car where Kentucky kid were crashing a Kentucky kid. See, according to reports. See? So public defender willing to look into DJ's case after the public outcry. See? It's a Kentucky kid car. You see it clearly. So somebody looking inside a film car. So whosoever lick name car, the police car as well say, and them you just say wrong then. See? Entertainer hurt in car crash with police calls for justice. Right? It's a femorism. An entertainer who says he was recently injured when a police vehicle crashed into his car at a stoplight is raising questions about the conduct of the authorities in dealing with the matter and is calling for the public defender to come to his aid. Robert Hill, who goes by the name Kentucky Kid, claims the police is trying to cover up an incident which has caused his life to be rapidly going downhill. I was driving home on Saturday, July 11th. On reaching near Spanish Town, I was whatever that is, waiting at a stoplight when a police vehicle came and crashed into my vehicle. All said, claiming that. What am I no mute? You know? Okay, my good. Claiming that as a result, he has suffered serious injuries to his back and bladder. All also says that his earning power has been affected. All blood, me a urine right now, no father, all said. All said he also believed that the police are trying to cover up the matter, and this has forced him to question what he felt was the slow pace at which the matter was being addressed. I am in fear for my life. But him a claim say, I make Kentucky kid, I make this up. One of you understand. This man claims say, him a put spin pan story because I know the police in fear of the woman. So it could not be two isolated cases where him and the woman have a problem. Right? Two different cases where him and the woman have a problem. But this situation here not have nothing to do with him and the woman. It might tell a clear say, no, I'm never afraid. I don't nothing to do with the police. Or the woman. See that? I am in fear of my life. The police them not saying nothing. A pure harassment when I try to get information, said Hall. Meanwhile, investigators looking into the matter on Monday confirmed that the investigations were still ongoing. A report has been made and is being looked into at this time. One of the officers from Spanish Town Police Station said. But this explanation has not gone down well for Hall or Hill. I believe the police them trying to keep the matter underground because since the incident, I have spent over 2 weeks trying to get back my vehicle and have even heard a different report coming from the authority about the issue, said All. All said that what is also questionable is that 2 other vehicles were also damaged by the police in the crash, but none of them were seized. So we need to find out which 2 vehicles is. Were the 2 people them where Robot Man put forward? We want to know if I feel them vehicle now and them get charged now in the whole thing to cover up. But of course, something put out, but we don't know that. But we know say, I'll say, I will not find out that yet. But this is what Hill say. This is what Kentucky Kid say, no? I'm in fear of my life. You see what I say? The police, them not saying nothing. Why was he afraid of his life? Why? Make we see. Look at this. This is the man where Robot Man claims say went on Al Jazeera, whatever him went on, and lied. So him afraid of the police them. So fortunately, you Mikes can't come back from the dead, but Kentucky Kid can. So we welcome you to the resurrection of Kentucky Kid. Let us listen to Kentucky Kid. Because Robot Man was there. So because Robot Man was there and Kentucky Kid put a spin on what was really happening, make we hear it now in a different what you call it now, settings. See? This is Kentucky Kid, people. Welcome. Hello, Kentucky Kid. Can you tell us what happened?
Hello, Jamaica. I'm Robert Hill, aka Kentucky Kid. Right now, at this present moment, what I really want to say is that is be a corruption, thief, and liar police at Spanish Town Police Station. And I can't believe it's in every police station in Jamaica right now when I realize. Because the investigation officer, Mr. Garden, and the driver of the police car, the police car, Sergeant Beckford, know that I'm not the cause of the accident that take place on July 11th and Spanish Town bypass at the Dumbo Holding stoplight. The accident I was in, my car was stationary at the stoplight when the police car broke the stoplight. That police wasn't conscious at the time. Driving so fast, seems to me you were intoxicated. Come and hit 3 cars and nearly kill me. Then them seize my car, never take me to doctor, and look how near the hospital is beside the police station. They refuse to take a statement from me same time. I went.
Sorry for cutting, but notice none of this was addressed in Robot Man video. So we are to believe that some print media information is more important than actually the victim's testimony. We are supposed to believe that, oh, this was some woman situation gone bad. But none of this about the youth. He was hit by a police car. This car was hit by a police car. He was not taken to the hospital that was close by. The police seems to be intoxicated. None of that. Joy Banks, of course, him have to read what happened because and everybody bright. But him a detail what happened. So him a read maybe him statement file, which everybody's supposed to get one when they go report a case. In case you never know, you're supposed to get a copy when you go report a case. So of course, you're not gonna remember everything. And you know what, I make a mistake for them go say I tell lie. So you know what, I have conflicting stories like Nzinga. So he's doing the right thing. In case you want to know still. Just in case you want to know. You see? So I know nothing from my read. But that's not the issue. You see? Let's continue.
Back to the station on Saturday to take pictures with my car and the police car so I could show my insurance the impact.
Thank you, Dylan.
Superintendent there said I can't take any pictures. with the police car. So they asked me to leave the station and said I could only take picture with my car. On Sunday, July the 12th, when I went back to give a statement, I was harassed, japed, and pushed out of the station by a next police officer, the station guard. Say why didn't I insist to give the statement on the night of the accident? On the night of the accident, the investigation didn't want to take my statement. I tell him 1 million times what happened. He didn't write it. He said I must come back on Monday. On Monday, when I call and ask how could I get my car, when I didn't know that they were trying to frame me because they said when a car hit with a police car in an accident, that car is supposed to be examined. But there were three cars that hit by the police car and they tried to examine my car only. I did not know my rights at that time that the only way your car is supposed to be examined is if your car were moving at the time. So that is the first corruption the police bring across to me. On the Monday when I called for my car, they said my car got to be examined by the examiner. But the examiner come to examine the car, but he left his book. And have me in the police station from 1 to 4 o'clock in the morning, still never take my statement. The investigation officer harassing me, dramatizing me, and telling me it's not possible for the police to mash up my car like that. And the police driver should be charged for careless and reckless driving. And they were drunk. No sober person could have do that, what he has done. I know I can't get any justice. All my car is going to fix, all my health is going to take care of. And then all the police are boasting that government car do not insure and is the worst vehicle to crash with. Is this justice? Is th- and what the government is taking poor people tax money to pay police for? To kill, rape, frame innocent people and nothing comes out of it? Well, now I'm sitting here making this speech for the whole world to understand what I'm going through. After I realized what the investigation officer is doing, he fabricated my statement. I told him my car was the second car in the stoplight. He write my car is the first car. Everybody know that I was stationary. He write that I was going 35 miles before I reach the stoplight. Then forced me to sign that statement. I tell him I'm the second car, so why he write that I'm the first car? He told me that, oh, it don't have anything to do if you are the second car or the first car. From your stationary when you get the lick. I was stationary. Why you want to know how fast or how slow I was going before I reached the stoplight? Well, on July the 29th, I was at my apartment outside when two carloads of police drive in. I was smoking a cigarette and one police jump off by and run down on me. Say, boy, drop the cigarette, boy, pointing his gun at me, running down to me. Same time, an ex-police run and put his hand in my pocket. Other police say I must put my hand in my head, on my head. An ex-police hold my ear and say he want to cut off my locks. Then they handcuff me. A police named Inspector Allen say he want to search my apartment. When they ask me my address, I said, you can't search my apartment, you don't have a search warrant. He said, who told me that? I said, human rights. Say you got to have a search warrant or a witness from the JP. They handcuffed me, dragged me to my house. Three policemen that time tried to push me in my yard by myself behind closed door, wanting to kill me or frame me because they realized that the police has crashed in my car and the investigation officer fabricate my statement and I have reported them to the public complainant, I've reported them to the public defender, I've reported them to the PPCA, I've reported them to human rights, I've reported them to the police complainant, but the police complainant is no good. You're reporting police to police, so I wouldn't get no justice there. I report them to the cleaner company, I report them to Observer, and I go back to the news media, TVJ. Right now, the best thing so far is I'm lucky that TVJ was on the scene the night of the accident. Lest the police would have charged me that night and try to tell a lie or tell many more lies because they are telling many, many more lies. After they searched my apartment, they did not find anything illegal. When they searched me, they did not find anything illegal. They still take me to Alpha Tree Police Station, say they are going to lock me up. Inspector Allen want to know who owned my apartment.
So basically, Matella say the media was there. So this can be fact checked. If them never find him with nothing illegal, why them lock him up? So this has anything to do with domestic dispute?
Who I'm paying rent to? What's the name of my landlord? I don't know why you ask me all these questions. Then they try to take my fingerprint and want to take my picture. Luckily, human rights, I got to call them on my phone and tell them that I'm in the station. My lawyer called and asked for me at the station. They say I was not in the station. I really don't know what is going on, but all I know, the police are covering up for each other and they are trying to kill me. I didn't do anything. I was driving to Ochi, approaching the Dumbo Olin and Spongeton bypass. The stoplight was on red. I stopped obeying the stoplight. Meanwhile, waiting for the stoplight to change, I saw this police car spinning and two-wheel come and hit my car, mash up my car. I can't get no justice from no one in Jamaica. All I know, everywhere I go for justice, in the police force, there's someone there trying to kill me or someone there trying to set me up with the police. So I would like the whole world to check this, listen this, and know that if I'm dead or anything happened to me, it's the Jamaican police. World to check this, listen this, and know that if I'm dead or anything happened to me, it's the Jamaican police carry out that works or that order.
So this is the narrative we want to change. I want to understand the psychology what the man used on the sheep them and has been using on the sheep them. And if they find us say a goat, a problem here, you know. Is this basically the man that put forward now say the woman set up Kentucky life and Kentucky basically must say, oh, he might have raped her, he might have, he might have been an adulterous. So basically public perception matters. So now you are thinking now saying, yo, so them thing where you did here, or if you did watch this prior to now, this not make no sense because here the man tell you clearly. Him go twist the story. I'm gonna give them a different story at Al Jazeera. But here is the truth. So the man we are telling you, say, the man come here, dig up my house, lock me up, human rights lawyer, everything the man a detail and I tell you. So let me ask you a question now. So if a man can go as far as and come and tell you, say, whether person here come tell you, or tell you before him dead, and you actually see how the youth dead, or actually see the youth dead. And the man I tell you before him dead. There's not like say somebody tell we say, we are here from the man, and you are discredit the man. Because of what? Because of print media. The man I use print media for discredit the witness. We are telling you what happened to him, or the victim. But I'm here the idiot. But this is a pattern, people. When I notice, I'm go back now, I have to really check what is the agenda. We destabilize the ghetto, them have kill off ghetto people and make them kill off each other. And that are the objective people. Are the new tactics. Turn Shabdan against Swash. So now the biggest gang feud is Shabdan, according to what reports from here. Two youth used to good in the Ado music. Now the two youth them are rival. So me not understand what some people say. What not say to me? Because them want clean up ghetto. I say you clean up ghetto. Them not like ghetto people. But wait, we not done it. Is that just warm up?
And the person who responsible for that is Inspector Gardner from Spanish Town Police Station. And no, not Inspector Gardner, Sergeant Gardner from Spanish Town Police Station, and Inspector Allen from Harper Tree Police Station. Because it seemed to like this. Every police want to kill me because they realize that I'm right, and they are trying to cover up for their police friend. So I'm Kentucky Kid, aka Robert Hill. Yeah, I have a little thing about it. Police broke stoplight and nearly kill me. Mash up my car and
Man, make a song about one to him.
TV, them charge me like Ratney. I be a corruption. I go on in the country. Police broke stoplight and nearly kill me. Mash up my car and my body and my kidney. If I never TVJ, them charge me like Ratney. Yeah, check.
But according to Robot Man, I'm making make up this. Him not tell the truth. Look watch a little piece of the Al Jazeera.
And you don't have to have a gun. Then we give you one.
With 268 armed gangs or neighborhood corner crews locked in deadly turf war, Jamaica is one of the most violent societies on earth. At the same time, Jamaica's police force is among the deadliest in the world. In this tiny nation, with a population of less than 3 million, police kill hundreds of people every year in what they claim are crime-related shootouts. Well, rights groups say that these shootings add up to a campaign of extrajudicial executions carried out by police who have taken the law into their own hands. The official police response to these allegations cannot be recorded. The commissioner has issued standing orders which ban all officers from speaking to foreign journalists. But as Simon Ostrovsky discovered, many others in Jamaica are prepared to speak out. Indeed, one of them, Robert Hill, also known as the Kentucky Kid, actually warned of his own impending death. A quick warning.
Before we get into it, I want to point out something to you. And this is very important. Zane? Based on the human rights, having an interest in the killings of innocent youths in Jamaica are just, you know, the what you call it, the way our police are carry out them operations, like Adams, them and them people, they mark them free too. So what is the man them farm some Indicom and some other bodies? Excuse me. The US actually got involved. It was happening in St. Lucia as well, where extrajudicial killings where, you know, them start, you know, get pressured from human rights groups around the world, right? So what is happening now? The police, them aren't able to just go. Them can't do it like what them used to do it, because one, you have CCTV, you have everybody with camera now. I want to pay attention to people, because I'm an idiot, you know. I'm an idiot, you know. I'm a dunce, you know. According to what them are saying. But I know no fool. So I could and why me I stay upon a subject here? Because it is essential, people. Them have CCTV now, and everybody have a phone. So them cannot just go out and just shoot a youth so because them don't know who are going to catch them on camera. Or with CCTV, I go pick them up. So when the new tactics, Buy information. Get inside source to get information against each other. And leak back the information to turn them against each other. So make them kill themselves. Make we not kill them. Make them kill themselves. We, the police and the soldier, them, we not going to kill them because we are getting a problem. We are going to go to prison. So you are going to do new tactics. Get an agent to source information from inside the gangs. You see? From members of the gangs, pay them money for leak information, and then we put it out to the public and make it reach back rivals, and then make them war and kill themselves. And we just sit back and just have nothing to do. So, you see? Because we can't get them out. We can't get them out no other way. So, we have a failed system we not try to fix. We have a incompetent, prosecution system, prosecutory system. So we just say, you know what, make them kill themselves. That's it. So we just set them against each other like, no, we are set dog against each other. A bulldog, them are set against each other, The better dog win. That's it. And we now come off of the topic because we know exactly how this is going. But this happen. And once this start, the youth them now go put on a gun because them don't want a man come kill them. When a police I look for you want to put on your gun, because you don't want them come catch you with it. But now bad man I look for you, oh you got to put on your gun. Keep dreaming. Welcome to Al Jazeera, where them discredit. The agent discredit Al Jazeera report because it wasn't a good look on the force, I guess. So let's take it out. I won't talk no more. We could check this out.
Some scenes in this film are disturbing.
Hello, Jamaica. I'm Robert Hill, aka Kentucky Kid. I really don't know what is going on, but all I know, the police are covering up for each other and they are trying to kill me. I was driving to Ochi, approaching the Dumbo Olin and Sponge-Town bypass. The stoplight was on red.
The accident happened along the Spanish Town bypass in St. Catherine. The motorist says he was on his way to Ocho Rios in St. Anne when the police car hit into his vehicle.
He just told me the whole thing that happened. He was traveling, he stopped at the stoplight. The police ran and smashed his car.
Sorry for stopping again. Robot man not telling you this, This is the man mother, Where him claim say, the mother tell the world say, or insinuate say, yo, the mother knows him have an affair with a woman, and that's why him dead. But see the mother, yeah? See the man mother, yeah? See the media, where the man say, know what happened. And see the police car. So I like Kentucky Kid, I'm making a make-up story to Al Jazeera. So I'm discredit the man's story. For you think something else. So we mentioned fear, gun, harassment. She said him did rape her, but a foolishness. But they made have a relationship. Relationship gone bad.
Say sorry from that. It's a simple fender bender.
A vehicle stopped in front of me. I stopped behind the vehicle right here, so I don't know what really happened. So last God knows. It happened so fast.
The officers say they are still investigating the matter and have not yet apportioned the blame to any party.
The first time he came in and he spoke to us, it was evident that he was really concerned. It appeared as if he was in fear of his safety.
I know.
Me tell you, if you take note when I play Robot Man video, go back and watch it if you don't think to me an idiot, You hear the man tell us the man never did in fear of his life. I lie, I tell. You hear the man called the media agent because the media tell us when he came into the news station, when he went into the media house, excuse me, Him look like he was in fear. So that you, the robot man, I tell you, say, him an agent. I work against the police them. For what reason? What reason a journalist are going to go against the police them? And we see the man crashing at the man car. So what reason? What reason? Them you that I want to be agent. So we no see something wrong. Me not tell nobody if turn back, you know. Me not tell nobody if jump off of the cult wagon. Me just make you know, say me know where I go on. Me know say this have to destabilize the ghetto them what them a do. Me know say them not like ghetto people. Me know say I'm a ghetto person and a person who care about Jamaica. I do this. I'm a see the trajectory in them I try increasing gang violence in Jamaica. So because me want to retire and live in Jamaica for the rest of my life, when I don't do music, I enjoy the beach, I enjoy the beautiful breeze, I enjoy the mango them. Me I go talk. Because me not buy the dream of when this Jamaica is long gone and the new Jamaica. Me not buying that with violence assault violence. Me not buying that with pinning swash against the next youth. Me not buy that. Me not buy two youth, whatever differences they had do music. And because me, I got dig up some things where them must did do from long time, and that's supposed to justify my action when me I try pin them against each other. Me not buy that. Because me love Jamaica. More than somebody we are hide behind them camera, because if you really love Jamaica, you would have reveal yourself and be a witness in a court. So all of them things that where you know. So if what you put forward, you not use it to bring down criminals, I waste time. Because you will always have another story to report on another man. Because when him kill him, him a go 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 kill him. So if the information so valid, why would not witness? Not be a witness in a court? Because what? We're complicit. If you have them facts there, why is it not being used in a court of law against the youth them way you say I do it? If you come to me say, a damn man they kill a man there, you are now a witness hiding behind a computer. So that's how you love Jamaica? That's how you love Jamaica? And I hide and I give out information. How is this information used if you take them off of the street and lock them up? That's how you love Jamaica. And I'm the idiot. Well, me go and be the idiot. The journalist is my agent. All right.
I can't get any justice. All my car is going to fix, all my health is going to take care of. I'm lucky that TVJ was on the scene the night of the accident. Lest the police would have charged me that night and tried to tell a lie.
He had mentioned that police had threatened him at his home and they were intimidating him.
He said he went to the legal aid lawyers. They advised him to put a tape camera in the house because he does DJ stuff. He knows what to do, and that's what he did.
After installing the camera, he came to me 3 days later, showing me some video footage of what appeared to be police, manhandling him along with his wife. It appeared they were holding him and pushing him around in a room, and they were asking him questions.
I was 8 months pregnant. Police.
That look like a dispute with him and another woman, people. But no. Put it now, saying did I sleep with another woman, so she, whatever she did feel towards the situation, she now desensitized. And anybody else around it, now knows that him did a commit adultery. So no sorry for him again. Whatever feelings you did have towards him, and that video that way you watch, that what you just watched was caused by him and a woman having an affair, according to Robot Man. But me know so me not waste mama lunch money. And that's why I choose sociology and anthropology. Because I want to challenge the theory them. I love do it. So if you're not in another class, you have to learn, hold the road. And if you don't have to teach me nothing, hold the road. Marsha, where we just watch, according to Robot Man, was caused by him and a woman having an affair. Hold on. You get a cup of tea. As a matter of fact, the link in the chat for you to buy the cup. So every other information come forward is facts. And him not make up nothing. And him not make up nothing because him a Jesus Christ. But clearly, even the man's wife is an agent. The journalist is an agent. And me I go play back a little piece of him. I agent them out because everybody a agent will go against him. Once you question him, you're an agent. So I'll DMR can lose in focus. Anton idiot. We not say man for bad because we are against criminality. But we don't believe in extrajudicial killings. And we don't believe in a set on the youth them on each other. We believe in a reformation. We believe in a rehabilitation. That's what we believe in. We don't believe in the youth will change his life and are working at the courthouse and the judge will convicted him, we sentence him, excuse me. Saw him, no earning an honest living and fire him. We don't believe in that. Even the rapist can change. Even Mr. Handsome can change. But you know, see if you still like around little boys and have them in a bush. And that we have a problem with. But on a afraid mind them execute, Mr. Handsome was still going in a bush with little boy go keep prayer meeting. But on afraid. When a man, a cyber bully, a youth, we get charged for foreign for identity theft. We not found to get charged for. So how can you take anything for 100% if a man come tell you say Kentucky kid make up a story and go tell Al Jazeera? If a man come tell you say Baby Shaman you Mike's tune a too classic. A song we never hear in your life is a classic. You a subscriber 100% to somebody who thinks say a song where you never hear yet is a classic. Oh, that petty. But why me want to subscribe to a professor, or a teacher, or a preacher? We don't know, say, one or two. But I'm here the idiot. Speak, youth. You speak, youth.
Push me down with my husband. That time I got hurt my belly. Police wanted to kill him, so I want to save him.
They came to his house and they beat him. And they beat his wife, stomach, her back, and all of that was wails from where they beat her.
Hold on. This is caused, according to Robot Man and the Robotites them. This happened because Kentucky kid had an affair with another woman. Where you just look while the police have beat Kentucky kid, you know? A beat. You can't make this up. Yeah. You can't make this up. Oh, they say, yes, Mrs. Maddie say I'm a thief. You can't make this up. Please better tell us some semantics.
And he told me that he was having so much pain from where they stamped him. He was going to the bathroom, passing blood.
Sorry for cutting again. That are the man a shit blood. That are the youth a shit blood. But Robot Man come try change the narrative For what reason? Because them not care about the ghetto youth them. They think them care about the ghetto youth them. They think they care about poor people. Notice when they report on the rich people, them and the politicians, them. Oh, a source said. Oh, look at your source. This is a theory. Those are the words they use when they're speaking about the politicians, them. Notice when they talk about ghetto youth, him do it. It's not a theory. Oh, me hearsay. No hearsay. When I talk about the rich people, them and the police, them and the soldier, them, me hearsay. Me see if I read some comment and see it the other day. I say, yo, the sheep, them really, really sheepish. Me soon can't use bumbleclad. If robot man never use that, me dead.
He said that members of the police team did not want him to continue with the case, did not want him to raise his concern with the higher authorities. And that was, the means they were using to get him to stop.
I can't get no justice from no one in Jamaica. All I know, everywhere I go for justice, in the police force, there's someone there trying to kill me, or someone there trying to set me up with the police. So I would like the whole world to check this, listen this, and know that if I'm dead or anything happened to me, it's the Jamaican police carry out that works or that order.
The Robert Hill case perhaps is a nadir for Jamaica because Robert went and caught the people on tape. You can see them, their faces. You can see them beating him and his wife. You can see them threatening him. And he took that tape to the police high command. And they came back and killed him.
Sorry for cutting again. Me want to all robotites and sheep are converted. Are the people who convert to the cult? But you can't think. Please explain to me why so much police go to settle a domestic dispute with high-powered weapons, beating a man and his wife, to settle a domestic dispute where robot man want to believe that youth are dead because he must sleep with another woman. And the woman get jealous and set up his life. Something was Maddy right. Now he might tell himself he believe the DPP. Now he might tell you no. Say no, you must believe the DPP. Him trust them now. You see that, Mikey? Mikey, him touch X6, But go watch it and see what is reported on because another ghetto youth get killed. Him touch it. But Mikey, remember, say me was the one who stand up with the family them out in half a tree. Then remember that. All of a sudden, the robot man come to clean up Jamaica. But don't forget, say I mean that way the t-shirt them. For justice for the youth. But look man, the report when report about that. And tell me if me wrong when me I say. Say if you see a pattern of demonizing ghetto people. Look at the protest them when police kill or soldier kill anybody in the garrison them. How him describe them. Cursing. Oh, you used to follow him though. Let me never hide it. Me tell you I'm a fan of the world history. I'm a sociologist. I'm trying to be a sociologist. Me have to subscribe to it. Me learn, me interested in us society and people. So me don't know where we get full thinking from. I don't even alone me follow for history. But once the history get clouded, me can't stay and I collect data from that. This is not to bring down the movement. This is to make them know so we know what they're doing. Somebody had to leave the gang for telling them what the gang do. What the problem is the messenger. And the messenger have the problem, you know. Because I burn out everything I want to believe in. The man come and share a whole 45 minutes video demonizing this youth. Or telling us that the youth are lied. If the police want to kill him. When him knows that a woman want to kill him. With all the evidence that is here. And I tell you, say, yeah, the man do it, you know, psychologically. You know. I tell you, say, yo, oh, me can't believe so much of them are agent. Me can't believe so much information out there. And people still are say, are the police them responsible for killing him? So basically, you're not even go bother look. Because tell us the information is there. But you know who go look? Subi.
It was too much. It's too much for me to bear. Up at this point, I cannot believe that he's dead, that he's gone just because of a car.
Residents of Nagahead, Portmore, and lawmen remain at odds this evening as they continue to protest the police's killing of an influential member of the community yesterday.
The irate residents continued their protest over the killing of 34-year-old Ezron Morris, otherwise called Dante.
We want some answers! We want answers!
Last year, over 250 people were killed by the police, and a large percentage of those killings were extrajudicial. In other words, they were plain murders. Of course, communities protest because it's over 5 killings by the police.
You can finish watch this because we want to finish up the thing. We don't want it to drown out. But I just want to go back to how Robot Man addressed this situation. We only just watch. For change the narrative. I want to go back.
I was seeing.
What I should have done, I should have played the Kentucky Kid video first. But that's how you go. What is important, I think it worked. It works this way still. So you can get a better understanding of what me I try to show them. You see? The people who are interested. If you're not interested, you have to stay and listen and torment yourself. So let us go back to the code them. The code words them. Right? First of all, we could start from up here. So.
This is now today I'm going to be talking about the infamous case surrounding Robert Hill, more popularly known as Kentucky Kid. Right. Those of you who are familiar with the case, or think you're familiar with the case, it sounds straightforward, right? Kentucky Kid and some police meet in a car accident. Then the police them start target Kentucky Kid, pressure him, Right? Guy him yard, lick him down. Probably seen the Al Jazeera documentary, or whatever they want to call that. Right? You probably get upset, especially at the time when the incident went down. I mean, how could anybody do something like this? Here we have this innocent entertainer, family man, and it's because of a car accident. Police then pressure him and pressure him until they eventually take the man's life. What if I told you complete story is nonsense?
And I mean, say that, you just heard that. Everything where you just watch is nonsense. The complete story is nonsense. That the man make you understand, that the man tell you, It's all a domestic dispute gone wrong. So much police with high-powered weapon go beat up a man and his wife. Yeah? For another woman. All right.
What if I told you that Al Jazeera documentary, the one where you watch and probably see, and probably from have off the case, is one of the worst pieces of journalism ever put out when it comes on to Jamaica? What if I told you Jamaican journalists themselves are guilty of being either at best lazy or at worst agents?
This one, I should have play Kentucky and then play this. The journalist that you saw that said the man, come tell him where go on, is an agent or lazy. I wonder if you understand when I say pepper seed. And that them want, at the cult that them want, and now me realize if the man come put up a baby sham something there. No, remember me don't tell you, from me see him put up squash and shabdan, me said, this not right, So no me stay already, if me go jump ship, me go tell me go say, people, it's not right, but me not say nothing. Me see him put up baby sham and say, you might sing it, me as an artist. Me know what it feels like for a man and say, them write me song when I have nothing to do with my song. So me make a video. I say, yo, this can be said. Listen up. This can be said that he's lying. That a foreign him hear it the first time him hear it. Because I don't know nobody else on the face of the earth that will hear you Mike's dub paper and radio before them hear Baby Shamoun. Pan radio. And him say, So me said this can be said. I'm going to show you how him change all that. For him sheep them grab onto because why him against me? Why him rise against me? Because me say him is a liar. And that's the only reason, Nothing else, Me call him a liar that me have 24 hours to apologize. Just that, that alone tick off the agent, So me call him a liar. And of course, the sheep them went in. And you know from the sheep them go in, say, me I go dig too. And me I go back and check the files. And me I go back and check the data and see why him so thin skin. Why is he so protective of the sheep them and the base here? What is the motive? What is the agenda? Something not right. If it smell like a fish, it is a fish. Watch it out, people. Robot man say the journalists, them are agent, are lazy because they reported what Kentucky Kid recorded. You can't, let me not use, I will retire that phrase.
Because there is no way, with so much public information, they could have run with that story. To the point where they make foreign news station come shoot video and put it all around the world. Today I'm going to tell you what actually went down in the Kentucky Kid case. I wasn't going to cover it, but lately, believe it or not,
today let me tell you what actually went down in the Kentucky Kid case, because I was there. Everything where you know, and everything where him say, not no go so. Go watch it yourself. Me not play no more. The media agent, Kentucky, well, I'm going to play the part when him go twist him go fabricate him story. Hold on. I need to play that part there. Listen this.
How Kentucky kid end up in a problem back and forth to the police in the moments leading up to his death? Those two civilians played a key role. Kentucky kid was known to the police, him and them. Let's just say he had his problems with the law long before all this got on. But I say, I don't want to put him. It's not like say we're doing a Who is Kentucky Kid video. That's not.
Wanna get that? He was in problem long before them kill him with the law. But me not address that today. Me not put him on trial today. yo, we tell us enough how to go back to school, you know. You see, man just do a while ago. The man plant a seed, you know. He said that you dead na badness, you know. But him not go get into that. Because I like him, him not put him on trial. I wonder if you don't realize what I go on. There's no public information or no police report come out said that you and the police them, he'd have no problem. Nothing. But him a plant a seed. Oh, well, I'm going to dig up that for now. You know, dig up things. I say I'm going to dig up Mr. Handsome file. Yeah? Look about time sheep them did I say Mr. Handsome no molest the little boy. Are the boys are foreign. But I know that no report pan. You know what is that? Go on, find the part of that.
What? The pressure. What you did mention in the Al Jazeera video and I talk about the police them come on my yard and they seem set up camera and all them things. The genesis of that is woman problem between Kentucky Kid, real name Robert Hill, and Marvia Morgan.
The man I tell you, say, the reason for Kentucky Kid setting up the video camera them is not because him go to the human rights people them and them tell him to do it. As where him say, as where him go share, him actually go share it with the man observer, you know. Say him do it, you know. And him catch it, but him say no. The genesis of the whole thing, this started with him setting up a camera to catch the woman when he have an affair with. I wrong person I ramp with, you know. Because I love the research. So we don't need to think again. But I think just music alone we can do. We don't party, you know. So I know we're not going to hate me. Because somebody has to be the voice of reason. The man tell us everything when you watch a while ago and what the youth say, and what the man mother say, and what the man wife say. No valid. A lie man tell her, make it up. That the man I tell you. In other words, all the feelings we did have towards the killing of Kentucky Kid, that's shut aside, man. A woman problem. Yeah, man. Like with many other ghetto youth.
See, Kentucky Kid and Morgan did involve. When I say involve mean big people involved. Now again, I scratch your head, but me see some of the official reports on the 23rd, Morgan Robert Hill was set up by Donovan Brown in the same Al Jazeera video. When Kentucky Kid talk about set up and all them thing there. Craft. He was making them say set up by Donovan Brown by way of Marvia Morgan in the same Al Jazeera video. When Kentucky Kid talk about set up and all them thing there. Craft. He was making it sound like say at the car accident, right at the genesis. The fear what he must talk about, when I go see where it come from, right? Throughout this video, I hope we have no.
If me have to play any more of that, for you get what me I say, me I waste my time. Better you stick with the narrative. So me I try to bring down them platform. Better you keep that. Can I open the little for you? Excuse me. If me have to play no more at a video there. You know in fear I'm like from the police them. You clearly see a bug. Me must say, like a one police or two police show up and beat up the man. You know. It's a whole team of police come beat up the man. You know. And the man, listen me no man, me not done it man. Me not done it. Me go show the pattern. Me show you the pattern man. One more thing me go go no. You go that long, but I saw you go. One more thing me go go no. For sure, no, listen me no man. You can't go and bite upon yourself. Me go no one more thing. Watch it again. Low Kentucky kid. Watch it again. Since I buck up that. I buck up that. Watch that one here. Take a piece of that one here. Check this out. Read this.
You don't analyze, and that's why you may be scared of him. I wouldn't know. Private car, they ain't good. Everybody is police with life. Police walk and kill people and then they say bad man coming. I them the police. I wonder where walk and kill people and then they put on them.
I say, man, I don't want to take another post. I you can. In 9 of them, here at school picnic, one and all in the school picnic. And in our police youth club over here, so. You all setting up to go in our force. You go in our army. And you kill off people and pick them, and then you plan good for them. And so that if you see them, you see them with the gun, the little picnic them will be there to them one place. Little picnic them. Jamaica want justice. We are to all listen now. Talking to that altitude. We don't want them no more. God has things to be done. Fuck me about it. It's already seen by you. Well, I give people to be a good gun, but I'm proud of it. This year. Let's see how we.
Buckle your seatbelt for the analysis here. Tighten your seatbelt. Well tight for the analysis here. Well, you may have seen what happened, but we're gonna make Jesus tell you what. So basically the people them make Jesus tell you. Me never did that, so make Jesus tell you.
Now, you might have heard that there are major protests going on in Clarendon. It stems from an incident that took place after 8 individuals were traveling in a car. Right. People that said them come from party, young people. Police tell them say they must stop or signal them to stop. Car drive right through. This is what everybody agree upon. Everybody on both sides of the fence agree say police try to stop the car and the car never stop. But it's from this point onwards where things start to get spooky because Residents are say that's, as usual, police just decide, say, you know what, we're going to wet up this whole vehicle and call it a day. Right? That's how people make it sound. But the police are say, man from the car, start fire for them fire back. Car end up crash. And everybody will get injured and lose them life. It was as a result of the accident and not from the police shooting. You see, when I first heard this story, I thought that the lives that were lost were from rounds fired by the police. And I was thinking to myself, hold on, 8 people in one car? Because, one of them AD wagon there, so you have the trunk part. Right? So, you have the space around there, so I guess that's how them can fit 8 people in it. So I thought to myself, hold on, 8 people in a one car, and police just stick car with so much people in it, and just wildly just start let off a bag of shot in night. If that was the case, then police them deserve whatever is coming to them. But then as more and more details come on, as usual, you start to realize, hold on, something now add up. First thing that stand out to me is all 8 individuals were injured. All 8 end up in hospital. And I thought, hold on. So that means that them not just engage the care with rounds, but they manage to put a round in everybody. 8 people get shot. This is how it come out initially. 8 people. I said, no man, something wrong or something. It's hard enough to get into a rolling shootout with a car and manage to get rounds accurately on 2 targets while in the car, much less to catch all 8. Something never really add up to me. But then now, I get to understand, say, that the accident is what led to the injuries of the 8 people. In other words, when the car lick up because them are run from police, as me say. Man, I say, drive on all the papers and all kind of things. Someone say them now stop. Plus, it look like say after curfew hours. So you know them thing they go already. So it was when the car lick up at them time, the people them sustain injuries. And the 2 individuals who lost them life, 21-year-old Pavan Saman, 17-year-old Jamai Blair. Very young with them. That was a result of the accident and not from the rounds fired by the police. Now you see, when this detail come out, and again this is from the CCU, so
When you stop right there, so me hope setting a fly over the bright people they made. The 2 people were dead in the car is not from the rounds, from the accident, or the impact of the accident, right? Now, Jamaican people, all of them people were out there protest. All of them are lied, and all of them are cursing. And 87s. Well, explain to me. If a police signal a car for stop, and the car not stop, why them a fire shot? Explain to me now. Please explain to me. In a middle of night, people are traveling. And a car where you don't know if a police stop you. And you decide to not stop because man a kill people. You can't even trust police car and police clothes at night time. But you not stop. But you are saying it's not the rounds them from the police kill them. You know, imagine this are where the sheep them attack me about, This are the undercover where the sheep them are go after me for, You me see how they are losing way. Anthony idiot. Just check if there's not a pattern against the ghetto people. They were not injured from the rounds. So in other words, where the people out there protest about a foolishness, them go on the yard. The police them fire shot, but none of the shot no kill them. So you chase a vehicle because they don't stop you start fire shot? And that's what I tell me, say. And that's what I tell me, say. A man a come make you know say, yo, I want desensitize the whole thing. I want you calm down. No, but I quick to judgment. The police them tell the car to stop and I 8 man in a car. What 8 man are doing in one car? Doesn't matter if the people them say 9, but that's something called pitting them account to the people. You know, like go take care of Musigana party. See? So you what tell me say is not the gunshot kill them, or the police that drive them down or chase them down or fire some shot, but the shot never catch the car or catch them, or the crash kill them. Okay? You know that me say, Marsha? You see, this is what people are telling me say, me supposed to accept. Oh, I'm going to dig up everything now if you try bring down the man. No, me I show a pattern based on where the thing I go towards now. Based on the trajectory of the delivery now and the message now. It can go towards what? Them set them platform, them build them platform. Enough how we get drawn into the platform. But now we see it gone. Turn the ghetto upside down. Bring up back killings where a man kill him friend 20 years or 30 years or 20 years or 10 years or 15 years ago. And remind him say him kill him brother. So them can start war. And that is supposed to solve crime in Jamaica. Remember saying to people, I want to know. I want to know about what is happening. You know. We don't have to hear, you know. All who want to play that, go and play that, you know. But explain this to me. Police kill Swash brother. According to the report from the police. Let's say the police did make Shabdan kill Swash brother. How many years now that happened? So the two youth them apart, Shabdan and Swash apart. And you now go dig up and come tell Swash, say a Shabdan the police killing brother. And that is okay. And that me fi accept. When me I try get the kings them, fi be better people. When me want Swash and Shabdan them, fi be the best person them can. Fi deal with music. Fi uplift themselves out of wherever them are come from. Enough of the youth them grow up rough. Enough of the youth them grow up in a garrison. Enough of the youth them grow up around badness. It no means that them can't change. It no means that them can't turn them life around. But if we pin them against each other, how we are going to change them? Or how them are going to change? Tell me where the purpose of man that go dig up something where police kill a man and say the man the brother set up for the police then kill the man. Other man they set up for the man and kill the man brother. Oh no, see nothing wrong with that people. No instigate man instigate war. Oh me reach them two king you know. I say kings. Oh no, see I set them and set them up man. Oh me I go tell a man say put on him gun now. So when we not talk about the police them, what did I work with? Shabdan then. So we not expose them. How we not expose the police them then? What did I work with a quote unquote criminal? We not expose them. Them have limit. Them not part of the corruption. Them not part of criminality. Come on, people, man. Come on, man. You not expose the police them. You expose an informer. Quote unquote informer. But then the people them will subscribe to you I say them like informer. What? But you tell the world say Adam and the inform. Not only that, you tell the world, say, or tell the man, where man in my power, say, him inform upon him brother fi dead. And that is nothing. Sheep nation, sheep nation, sheep nation. Alarm, 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 alarm. Alarm, alarm, alarm. Sheep nation, sheep nation, sheep nation, people. Sheep nation. Sheep nation.
I don't know if further down the road anything else will come out. Now that this has been released, we are look from it from a completely different angle because me say, if car drive through, police single car to stop, car full of 8 people, and car drive past police, and then police just start bam 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 in a car, that right there, so just dig the hole under the grave and put them. If that's how they play, okay, that's how it initially. When I was first getting reports, people saying in the USA, I was like, if I saw it go, man, that's so extraordinary to me. But if I saw it go, them get anything them get, them deserve.
One must get to a go on so. Because them never go bam 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 in the car and I never feed them gunshot, kill nobody. It's all good. It's all good. One more. One more in case you still not get it. One more. That one I go quick and shot. Yeah, me I try hard. He might try hard. But you not pay him no mind. Yeah, you might try hard. But me have one more. Me just have one more. You remember that story? You remember this? Let me show you. Let me make sure show you how it started. I'm going to show you before we get the analysis. I'm going to cut her. What going? You good? Go on. Watch this. It's essential. This is the last one, and it's a promise you. Last one, this, but that one is important. That one here, super important. You have to watch that one here. You have to watch that one here. If you never watch nothing from me yet, watch that one here. Watch this, please. Watch and listen, watch and listen.
Let me off! Kill me now, Jesus Christ! Are we there in back? Are we there in back?
So in case you don't know what going is a police that chase a taxi. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? We've been watching the video now for 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So that's what we get from so far, 5 minutes and 40 seconds. What is wrong with this video? And what is wrong with this with the call now? Tactics where the police are used. What is wrong with this? First thing, them supposed to stop and make him go on. It's a taxi. So obviously people are on board. You get a license plate. Pull back. Isn't this a similar situation where Robot Man just cleared down a Clarendon? Because me a show a police chase now. Because him claim say Because them never did a fire, them not, I don't know, for them bullet catch nobody. Then if the man did crash and kill everybody in the car, would the police be without blame? You get a license plate number. The license plate is in the system. You go do an investigation and arrest the man. Pull back. There's no way this is supposed to continue. But hold on. You know who can justify this? Robot man. But hold on, watch it come more.
Yo, and the places we are driving, so you know whether. Oh man, yo, just let me out, no man. Jesus, just let me out, no man. Can't get to find them. Yo, and the places we are driving, so you know whether. Oh man, yo, just let me out, no man. Jesus.
So obviously, the police them a drive on the same road. So you the passenger, they must see no places for the taxi man a drive so. So they must see the danger. Because they must drive on the same road. So them video are supposed to use in a police training, you know. This supposed to be placed in a lesson them for police when they come on road, you know. If them not have that video in a police training, you know, them not going with nothing, you know. I mean, for be commissioner. If this not in a the police training, or the lesson them, I mean, for be the commissioner. You're not supposed to come out of police training or come out of police school and don't watch this and analyze this and do an exam on this. You're supposed to write an analysis of this before you can graduate. Children in the car. But them don't know that. Going to be the excuse. But you know, it says a taxi. So chances are children must be in the car. Or, excuse me, likely that children are in the car. It's likely that children are in the car, excuse me. And all people are innocent people. A man and woman. Then you notice the driver keeps looking at his rear view mirror and looking at his side mirrors because he's trying to get away from the police. So the police must be trained knowing this. So you take a license plate number and make him go on. Keep watching.
Just let me out, no man. Can't get to find them.
Sorry. What you just heard is gunshot. Those were gunshots that you heard. A gunshot them then. So anybody will have any form of sense, anybody will think rational, anybody will have any form of, knowledge about people getting panic or whatever. So most you can do in a high-speed chase, end the high-speed chase is fire some gunshot. So this is supposed to be condemned, right? Not when you have sheep who want red meat, and not when you have an objective or an agenda. Not when you're an agent. Not when you are a masked agent. We are lead a cult. You know who can justify this? Listen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
The episode on Netflix. I think I'm going to call this one The Jamaican Taxi Ride from Hell. I go play a video. I go play the video in full.
First thing when you catch the caption. Psycho driver hold passengers hostage and take them on a wild police chase. That already tells the story. Is the driver a psycho? Maybe. But how do you get a psycho to stop a car with passengers on board? Fire shot and keep chasing him. This is what the sheep them tell me say. Me used to. You see me get a sheep alert earlier on. Me used to subscribe to. But me did miss the video too. Because I don't like every video I watch. But of course, me have to go back and look on the information that was, presented. And check if there's a pattern with them not liking ghetto people or poor people. So let's say the taxi man is a psycho. All right. So that's how you stop a psycho? I guess. Listen.
Originally I was going to play a little part in some commentary and play another part. But I'm going to do the commentary first, then make the video play in full. You have to see this to believe it. You've probably seen the video by now. But my team are going to try to explain none of this. Welcome to the real Netflix. But before I go into it, a couple things I want to put out there. Because I have some questions. Apart from the video, I start here, rounds I go off like the police in my fire. No, I know say, the policeman, unless he must not diet coke, couldn't have mad if you go shoot up my car with a passenger in a taxi. So, I figured more or less, so them that fire the rounds them in the ear as a warning shot. No, that actually turned out to be the case. The vehicle was not shot up. As you can see, passengers in the car, even people in the car. But I was still wondering to myself, why it even get to the point that them even if let off rounds? Well, it turns out the car lit on by it, man, caused multiple vehicles to crash. So I guess by that point, the police them assess in real time that this man is a serious danger to people. When you start lit down people, when you start cause harm to other drivers on the road, then the threat level increase. And I guess them decide say they might go fire some shot in the ear to scare him enough to make him stop. In the end, it looked like it worked. As I said originally, I was like, what am I do?
If me have to play no more of that, if you understand what happened here, so, me no need to come do no live. Trust me. His first thoughts were, the police them fire the shot in the vehicle. But now me find out say in the ear them did a fire the shot them. And it worked. And they're justified in firing the shot them because the man licked down a bike man and some other people. Them never shoot up the car and nobody in the car never get shot. So it was okay to continue the chase and fire shot to cause panic, for him kill off who did in the car, and then charge him for manslaughter or murder. So nothing never wrong with the police them continue the chase on the most dangerous roads in the world. One of the most dangerous roads in the world. I go around the junction. And firing shots for him to stop. And it worked. And this how we know Jesus when this a God sent for we. And this are the Jesus God sent. I knew Jesus is God sent. Come on, people. We must can do better than that, man. What is the pattern? It's an agenda. I tell you. Even if I know the ear shot a fire, no police not supposed to fire no shot in this a high-speed chase, yeah, with passengers aboard. Not even if the man alone in a drive. Because him can crash in other vehicle and kill other people. When a man hear gunshot and him duck down, what that lead to? Him run your head on in another vehicle. Boy, you assess it in real time. That's why this video must be a part of the training for police. This supposed to be something where you quiz them on. Make them sit exam for. Make them analyze this and tell you what is wrong with this video. But somebody can justify that. So because him lick down bike man, they feel lick down bike man, you realize no, say him not stop because now him thinks that him in a bigger trouble. So you not take him license plate number after him lick down the bike man. Because now you have to charge him for using a deadly weapon to inflict bodily harm. So you not take him license plate number and track him down. You fire shot in the ear, for him duck down and head on in another vehicle and kill innocent people. Run in an oncoming vehicle or incoming vehicle. Kill all the people in the film car. Kill all the people when colliding. Because what? You want to stop him? Somebody really tell me, say, you are what me must subscribe to 100% and no question. Where your judgments are poor, that you would support this? So it's only the policeman is a psycho. Sorry. Only the taxi man is a psycho. Not the people who continue the chase. Not the people who fire the shots. No, you see why Kentucky Kid was a criminal. No, you see why Kentucky Kid situation was a domestic dispute. No, you see why. You don't see it yet. No, you see why the Clarendon people them I make up things. You still not see it yet. Now you see why they want to turn the youth them against them one another. Because them can't do no extrajudicial killing again, so they want them kill each other now. We don't want a peace again. A war zone we want now. But look what them no report pan yet. We could just go all out and done. So we don't have to come back to this. You see? This make them rounds. A madman with a plastic gun. But look on the headline. Imagine walking on the road and seeing this man coming towards you. Of course, no tourists now come to Jamaica now. But of course, it doesn't matter. With the poor people, them, the ghetto people, them, the people them when the tourist industry, we have to benefit from the tourists them coming to Jamaica. The youth them were selling like art and craft. the craft vendors them, the art vendors them, the food vendors them, the excursion vendors them. We don't care about them again. We just put out all of them things here and sensationalize the whole thing. So we can't tell, oh, it's a madman that did a gun. Oh, that's a plastic gun. No. Imagine walking on the road and seeing this man coming towards you. Oh, where's this happening? Oh, Jamaica. But it's not me alone I do it. So me say everybody I do it, so me I go do it. That means so. You don't have credibility. Because you're supposed to be the leader of cleaning up Jamaica. How you clean up Jamaica? We're showing the world say a madman I walk with a plastic gun. And put up that caption here. But I mean they don't. But look when I go up. Look where no go up. No. Look what done me. Anto. Take a look.
This is...
Hold on, commercial, I will be. Just take a look at this. And then I'll leave you alone, make you go have your lunch. But this was very important because we see no fight. The people who think they have little sense. Don't idiot. You see? Now stop it until you get the thing. Skip. Now, I want the resident, then please. 1 second.
And slapped his phone from his hand clean. Says the man only reacted by kicking this evening from
This was a shooting that happened last week. But of course, it's not going to make the news. Or them channel. Until them can find hole in other people's them story. Not the people's story. It's not going to reach a platform until they can say, I know you all see the shooting. And you all saw the cursing them. But let me tell you what really happened. Let me tell you what really happened. I know you all saw the shooting. And I was saying to myself, why would a soldier just go shoot a man so when everybody looking? But let me tell you what really happened. Patron squad. Remember the mug? Remember the PIA badge? The description is in the link.
Him just a try bring down the man channel. Him bad man already, you see?
A resident of Denham Town on what reportedly triggered the fatal shooting. A woman said the shooting was the culmination of events that started days before. Details in this report.
This mobile phone video showing a West Kingston resident kicking a soldier twice on Tuesday was condemned by many when it surfaced on social media. The West Kingston residents say they don't necessarily support him kicking the soldier, but that his action was provoked. A woman who asked us not to show her face says before he kicked the soldier, they were harassing him and slapped his phone from his hand when he tried to record how they were treating him. She says all that transpired on Milk Lane. She said this video shows what happened after. The soldiers pinning the man to the ground. Then shortly after, the man's mother intervened, fighting to wrestle him from the soldiers. The woman says the man only reacted by kicking the soldier because of how they were treating his mother when she tried to free him from their grip.
He hit the young man's mom. And when he saw that, he was like, okay, you're a boy from my mother. And based on his rage that he was in, he kicked the soldier. Right?
So the video that we saw of him kicking the soldier, that was actually him. That was a real video.
That was a real video of him.
It appears if he did it twice. Or once he did it and then he made an attempt to do it again, based on the video I saw.
Right, that's what's on the video. Yes, he did it twice.
All of that happened on Tuesday. The woman says the soldiers returned to Charles Street on Thursday, seeking revenge for the soldier being kicked based on some information that she got.
How credible do you think this information that you got is? Because people could say, well, you know, the residents make it up and she come on TV. She's appeared. She wants to appear on TV to make it seem as if, you know, this was actually a planned thing by the soldiers.
Credibility will be based on saying that it came from the horse's mouth, because the person that actually said this information was actually a member of the JDF.
She says Hurricane Glenn was killed simply because he saw the soldiers abusing a woman and was shouting at them to stop. She said she was present on Saturday around 6:20 when this video was captured, showing the now deceased Hurricane Glenn being shoved and kicked by the soldiers, which then led to them shooting him in his yard moments later.
This is the young man. See him walking, nothing in his hand. This is a soldier. When he might say, a little pitney, whatever. See him point his gun and then him chuck him. See him standing still, kick him. The ladies hold on him. They started to run. The soldiers started to run behind him. By this, we're about to hear the shots. The first 3 shots. One, 2, 3.
Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
And in a release today, the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, says the 8 soldiers who were at the scene of the shooting were served notices to give statements. They're also required to present themselves to be interviewed. INDECOM added that a detailed initial account of the incident has already been provided by
Hello, Patron Squad. I still gathering information on this one. You see, I wasn't going to make a video about this, you know, but then a bag of people are looking in my inbox. And I say, Sir B, you know, see, this is what I shoot the man. But I say, you know what? Give me something I can work with. So, of course, I'm going to show you that what you really saw and what you really thought happened is not what happened. You see, this is what happened when you have a acidic society. And 87 and Kerosene team up against military people. You see, Patron Squad. You see, this Jamaica that you're seeing right now is the Jamaica that you will look back on and say, I was a part of that Jamaica.
Yeah, me mama. Robot Man made a video about a man, a madman, quote unquote, madman with a plastic gun to further drive tourists away from our destination. But it was not important to make a video about this incident that happened 6 days ago. But the madman video was yesterday.
Aye, Sheep Nation. Sheep Nation. I don't want you, none of you. I don't want none of you to go on Mr. Vegas' page and say anything to him. Any one of you go over there, you are a Kerosene or a 87.
You see? Robot Man no find nothing to dissect, to decipher this whole thing yet, to turn it against the ghetto people them. You can't report on this yet. Here's another shooting too, where 3 people get shot by a soldier.
But remember, Robot Man don't tell we say him have operatives. And of course, now you get the gist of it. An operative is an agent, a secret agent, a spy, undercover, etc., etc. And you don't see a pattern yet. And me are the idiot, right, DMR? We need back some corner reasoning, DMR. Now Rick Starman, they hide them. Because I like when they hide them reason, I love look on the analysis them. Big up yourself, DMR, because you don't know. But leave me little nephew out of your conversation, please. Because that case is still ongoing. Leave me little nephew. You see? And me never did it. So leave that until the verdict come forward, whichever way it turns out. But no, so you can't gas me up. Forget no man, figure kill no man. You see? Because I still believe in the law. You see? Me have enough gunman brother we dead through violence. Me have the baddest gunman brother them. You see? Me have 7 youth to live for. So until whatever my destiny is, ready for take me from here, sir? Are ready for me leave here, sir? Whether your destination it is or whatever design or whatever, whatever you want to call it. Me not gonna be just foolish and just left me youth them. I want to build some more apartment for them and get some more land for them and them thing there. So you can't gas me. I put out nothing for me. Go after no pedophile and nobody will say anything about me. Because words, them can't hurt. But you can recover from it. You see? And my mother tell me say words are win. Just say people say things. It's powerful, of course. But just make up some words too. I learn some words too. I put forward some words too. You see? If a man want to box me in my face now, well, a different argument, brother. But me not believe in a jungle justice. You see? Me not believe in that. But me understand. So no want blood. But that's not what I'm about. He's a decent human being. You see? That you have to understand. So if you don't see it, so this is the pattern of turning against the ghetto people and turn them against each other, you will never see it. Because I'm sure, sir, I present the information. It's up to you if you want to look at it for yourself and analyze it. See? And make sense of it. Or you can continue to be a sheep. But we still await one. The Denham Town video. Okay? Because you see that youth there, what you don't understand about him? Is him kill Bang Bang and him kill Stunkolunko. And his look at the screen. In 1999, this little 20-year-old, he was 5 then. Look at him with a boat gun in his hand. You see, this is the acidic culture and the acidic society where 87s and kerosene and people who have no good. This is what happens when you have a little 5-year-old with a boat gun. You see? That is the reason why he feels like he could kick a soldier. But I don't know what you think. But I know kicking a soldier is a death sentence. So don't kick a soldier. I'm out.